Something happened on the First Coast. Well, on the First Coast, we're watching to the east of our coast an area of low pressure. In fact, it's now what we call a gale. That means winds are at, well, gale force, which is about 39 to near 50 miles per hour. Once you get above 50, heading towards 60 miles per hour, we call it a storm, and this will intensify to a storm. Now, it's heading away from us. So why are we talking about it? Because it's only going to intensify slowly and move slowly, and generally just west of a storm system. Skies are clear because if this is strengthening, the atmosphere likes to keep a balance. That means high pressure is then strengthening as well, and it's going to do it right over our area. Now, because we're going to be between the high and the low, that does mean it's going to be filtering cold air down the eastern seaboard from around Washington, D.C. to Augustine. In fact, as far to the south as Bunnell and as far to the north as Brunswick, and out west of the banks of the Suwannee, we have some cold mornings on the way, but at least we're going to be dry. Our skies will be clear. In fact, through Thursday, because this storm system, again, it will continue to intensify. Remember, that's good news for us if you like blue skies, and move only slowly, even on Thursday. And watch how this becomes very symmetrical. And that's going to throw a lot of motion back our way. And what I mean by that is motion in the ocean for you surfers that might be making plans. Back over land, as a lot of us just go back to work and school on Tuesday after President's Day. There's that cold start. Now, that's officially 34 degrees at the airport. Some of you folks out toward the banks of the Suwannee and up toward the Okefenokee, you'll have temperatures cold enough for some frost. For the rest of us, more like upper 30s to lower 40s. Lots of sunshine. There's that northerly breeze. Temperature's going to make it to 64. Since the weather's relatively quiet, I do occasionally like to focus on our graphics because the stuff that we put on there is really not to make it confusing, just to give a lot of information for those of you that maybe want to know more stuff. For instance, these are winds out of the north at 14, but some of you I know are barometer watchers. There's the barometer pressure rising tomorrow, 30.15 to 30.27. Some of you care about the water temperature, invigorating. This means 3-foot surf at 7 seconds. That's significant for surfers. There's the seas for those of you lucky enough to go offshore. And if you just want to take a stroll on the beach, there's the high tide. For as low tide, just add 6 hours, so low tide, middle of the day. Okay, back to all of us. If you just care about what's happening overland. So bright blue, beautiful skies, but those are polar skies. Another cold morning up to 60. Thursday, I think most of you will also call it kind of a chilly morning, but look what happens to the temperatures. Winds become southerly. We're going up to 70 degrees. Then comes more rain, but I don't think it's going to be a weekend soaker like the last one. I think Friday will be a windy day with scattered showers, maybe a couple thunderstorms, but that's going to blow on through and should leave us with the dry weekend.
Thank you, Tim.